Hey, howdy, welcome back to the channel. This is Matthew Pizgatti. If you watched my recent video just this morning or a couple hours ago, I was talking about the King's Riches Lottery for Stake Protocol. It looks like that just launched. We were all waiting for it. That's exciting. Let's go ahead and take a look at the UI, see what we're looking at on the live version. So we see the next draw. This might be indicating that this is the first one, number one. We see the King's Hoard, how many stake are sitting there. And tokens will be burned if the pool grows above 10%. We saw that in the Medium kind of documentation or article. You can expand this list here to see how much you're going to be getting if you match 0, if you match 1, if you match 2 numbers. Now these are going to keep updating because people are piling in. So for example, the 0, I think they just have to assume, you know, if you match 0, this number could change based on how many people match 0. You're kind of sharing this. So what I'm guessing here is that this is this is an estimate. This is a roundabout because as people buy tickets and jump in here, these amounts are going to change. It would be amazing if we all got 2,000 stake this first round. I don't think that's going to happen. We still have 23 hours. So let's see. Let's go ahead and just grab some armies. I bought some BUSD a moment ago. It looks like I have 41 sitting here. That's only 3 BUSD a ticket right now. So let me just grab a bunch of tickets for this first round, and we will see how this functions and just see what we win. Pick team, customize your teams to your taste. Lucky draw, choose your team members randomly with no duplicates on this draw. So my MetaMask has popped up. I'm giving permission here. Let's just see how this works. I'm excited. I haven't DRIP or any of the other ones I'm a part of right now don't really have a lottery except for EMP, which is a really great lottery, by the way. It's pretty sweet. You can get tickets. The tickets are a little pricier than this right now just because of how much stake costs. They're pretty low at the moment. Pick team. Draw chooses your team members randomly. If this is team members like on my team, I'm going to do a lucky draw and just grab guys randomly. Wow, I got a lot of armies here that I can customize. So what I'm going to do next is kind of look through here. And what I'm looking for is that I don't have a lot of duplicates. That's what I saw the person who was demoing this earlier in the voice chat was making sure that they're not seeing a lot of the same color and sigils next to each other, just to kind of, that I guess when you're talking about a game of chance, anything goes. I mean, you could set them all the same if you wanted to, but I think we're just making sure that this looks kind of random. I mean, that's as good a chance as any of winning. And I don't see a lot of sigils, or I see some that are colors stacked next to each other that I may want to swap up. Like this one, I may want to choose different elements. And I think that's what I'm going to do is look out for anything that's duplicate sigils or colors, just to make sure I'm getting a real good random chance at it here. That it could be any of these. Obviously, you could, like I said, you could pick them all the same. It is a lottery. Go with your gut feeling. This is like picking numbers in the Powerball or whatever your local lottery is that you might play. I'm going to swap up the sigil here. There's all different strategies to this, and at the end, it's all just a game of chance, but this looks pretty good to me. I think I'm going to go ahead and run with this. So after you have your teams picked out, or your armies picked out, you're going to go ahead and purchase. I'm getting the MetaMask pop up now. I'm approving. I'm recruiting my 13 armies, and we're going to see how well they do. We may have to come back in 24 hours to see. And it's loading here, recruiting the armies. This is exciting. No telling what we're going to win off this first one. It really depends on how many people participate. If 5,000 people jumped in, if 500 people jump in, if only 20 people jump in, we don't know. So looks like we can go to view armies. We can see all the ones. Remember, you can't edit these once you buy the tickets, so make sure you've edited them to your heart's content. Now that I'm looking, I probably would have changed a few of the numbers to yeah, because these both are 8s. I think I would randomize that a little more. I would want to make sure that I have some starting with 1, some starting with 2, and kind of, be a little more varied there. because these do win sequentially. So I think that would be my advice, is that to make sure that you at least get a match 1, which means you match the first number. I would probably, if I was going to do 13 of these or even 10 of these, I would probably make sure that I had at least maybe one of each starting number. That could be one strategy, to make sure you at least get a match 1 somewhere along the way. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see how the costs rise over time. We'll have to see what these various tiers look like as these rounds progress. All of that's going to be important to kind of adjust our strategy. But again, at the end of the day, it's a game of chance. We don't know. We don't know exactly how this is going to play out. And there is this check tickets button. I think that was mentioned in that thing I went over earlier, the Medium article in the earlier video, where I believe a person can end the round early. It doesn't seem to be functioning because when I click it, it doesn't seem to do anything. I'm not really sure how that portion of this works. You may have to wait until the round is over, actually, and that may be the check tickets. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the check tickets to let you see what you've won and what you haven't, and we should see explosions or fires here animated. I wonder if they added some documentation, by the way, because the Medium article did mention something like that. Yeah, they've not added a lot of documentation. So we'll see how this evolves. We'll see how how it goes and what we win. But I'm excited. This will be fun. Even if you just match 0, you should be getting some type of return. It may not be this high. That would be pretty crazy. I think by the time we get done with 24 hours and everyone's had a chance to wake up, some people are asleep. It's other times, other parts of the world. But once everyone wakes up and we get closer to the end of this countdown tomorrow, we'll see where all this is sitting. And I'll either go live around then or do a video around then just to see what it looks like at the end. And I'll update you then, or after it's over. But yeah, hop in here if you want. See you can kind of see what it looks like. I thought this was just the test net seeing these numbers. Granted, these are going to go down quite a bit. Right now it looks like matching 1 is about on par with 0. So I'm not sure how these are all being estimated just yet. But a good chance to earn some additional stake if you're wanting to get in. And like it says, if the tokens are going to be burned, I think it said 18% gets burned if they grow 10% above the initial pool. So that's a great gamble for the price of stake to begin with, just for the value of stake, burning off the tokens. For those of us who already had stake and we'd seen the price kind of decline, this whole game is going to help moon or boost the price. So I'm excited. I'll check back in with you guys after the lottery, and we'll see what we did, how we did. You guys have a great one. Stay safe out there. Thanks.